Disturbing reports of child labor in slaughterhouses and companies across the United States has sparked a widespread crackdown by the Biden administration. Federal authorities are trying to figure out how children from Central America, some as young as 12 and 13 years old, ended up working potentially dangerous jobs. Investigators say children have been seen working in punishing conditions, such as cleaning blood and animal parts off the floors of meat packing plants at night and going to school by day if they can even go to school. The Labor Department has reported a 69% increase in child labor violations since 2018. And lawmakers on Capitol Hill have heard enough.
Stories of kids dropping out of school, collapsing from exhaustion, and even losing limbs to machinery. These are the things that one might expect to find in a Charles Dickens or Upton Sinclair novel, but not an account of everyday life in America in 2023. Surely not here in the land of the free, where child labor protections have been on the books for nearly a century.
My next guest has reported on migrant child labor exploitation for a year, and she joins me now. It's Hannah Dreier, Pulitzer Prize-winning investigative reporter for the New York Times. Hannah, good morning. Thanks so much for being here on this important story. You spoke with more than 100 migrant children working in violation of child labor laws across 20 states. What did you learn from your reporting?
Thanks so much for having me, Katie. Like you say, I have spent the last year going around to different states talking to kids who are working the most punishing illegal jobs. Just since Biden took office in 2021, more than 300,000 kids have crossed the border by themselves. And our reporting shows that the majority of those are ending up working full time. These are kids who are working for major brands like Cheerios, Fruit of the Loom, Ford, and General Motors. These jobs are completely in violation of child labor laws, but these kids have really begun to make up a shadow workforce with no government agency sort of looking out for them and making sure that they're okay.
So, Hannah, what is the Biden administration and members of Congress doing to stop this exploitation of children?
So we put out a story last weekend sort of detailing the scope of this labor exploitation. And to their credit, on Monday morning, the Biden administration launched a series of sweeping reforms, mostly at the Department of Labor. So the Department of Labor will now go around and try to find these kids, and will also focus on bringing some accountability to companies. Often what happens is children come into companies through a staffing agency, and then the brand itself sort of escapes any accountability. The Biden administration is now pledging to crack down on that. But these kids are still out there pretty much on their own. They're released to adults, and after that, in most cases, nobody follows up. So advocates are calling for them to at least get lawyers or social workers, somebody who can try to make sure they're okay.
In just the last 2 years alone, more than 250,000 migrant children have crossed the United States border alone. You just talked about that, only to be released sometimes to strangers here in the United States. Is the migrant child labor crisis a new problem, Hannah, or frankly, has this just been building up for years?
This has really been building up for the last decade. Some children have always crossed the border by themselves, but they used to go to parents who, took care of them, provided for them. And over the last decade, we've seen a shift where the majority are now going to people who are, like you say, relatives, sometimes total strangers. And those people are just much less likely to look out for these kids. And so they end up on the hook for rent. Sometimes they have huge debts to the person that they're living with that they have to pay off. And we're finding them in the jobs that will hire kids who can't legally work. And those are the most dangerous jobs, often overnight shifts, like you say, at slaughterhouses, at factories, places where kids never should end up.
Hannah, your story indicates that HHS Secretary Xavier Becerra put enormous pressure on government agencies, as well as his own, to move the unaccompanied minors out of detention facilities as quickly as possible. How can we reconcile not keeping kids in detention for too long, but keeping them safe from traffickers and exploitation?
It's really a hard balance, and this is a tension that has always existed. It's not good for kids to stay in detention. Detention is traumatic. And on the other hand, if you have a system where you're releasing kids with really no follow-up, It's so important to get that decision right. And so people, like you say, at HHS have been telling me that they wake up in the morning crying, wondering if the discharge numbers are going to look good enough for their bosses because they're under so much pressure to get these kids out quickly.
Hannah, where is your investigation going to take you next?
I'm really interested in this idea of accountability for the corporations that are benefiting from this labor. I mean, you mentioned slaughterhouses. I talk to children outside of the slaughterhouse run by JBS, the biggest meat processor in the world in rural Minnesota. And it was obvious that there were children working there. I stood outside of the factory. I was talking to kids as young as 15 years old who were working until 6 a.m., cleaning things like head splitters and guillotines. And the Department of Labor eventually came in, but there were no charges for JBS and only a fine for the contractor that had brought these kids in. Meanwhile, some of the kids' parents were charged. And I think there's a lot of focus right now on the way that child labor laws are enforced and whether there's enough accountability for these large companies that are really benefiting directly from this kind of child labor.